Can't win them all or any of them. Padres have lost 4 straight. They've scored just 3 runs in those 4 games. A very lackluster, almost anemic effort tonight, off an off day, losing in Toronto 3-0, despite the fact that Dylan Cease gave them a chance to at least be in this game tonight. But another hitless night with men in scoring position. They're 0 for their last 24 with men in scoring position. This is the 16th time in the history of the franchise they've had 3 runs or less in a 4-game stretch, or 1 run or fewer in 4 consecutive games. So John and Jim with you on the wrap-up show. Padres coming all the way back to earth here. So we do want to hear from you. We do want to react to this over the next hour. Subscribe, smash the like button, follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We appreciate the supers. We really do. Your support of this channel. We'll get to every single super chat here tonight. Click the $ below the chat box if you want to see your comment on screen, or if you want to control the direction of the conversation. We watched this, Jim, in studio today because the game was at 4 p.m. We were on the air for the entire game, by and large. And listless, Machado, Merrill, just the offense. I mean, nothing is happening right now. I'll be honest, it's surprising to me. I mean, 4 consecutive games like this as the Padres fall again and have come completely back to earth here over the last 4 games.
Back to earth. They're like they're in the ground. I mean, they're not standing. They are in the ground. Some of these numbers are just awful. Manny's 0 for his last 15. Jackson Merrill's 2 for his last 23. The team's 0 for with runners in scoring position in their last 4 games. Since their 21-run outburst in Colorado, they scored 19 runs in, what is it? Yeah, 4. Wait, how many games?
A good amount.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Is that right?
You do the math on that. Darnay said that. I don't. Okay, 8, 14. No, he's got the wrong number, dude. 19, 20, 21, 22. They've scored 22 runs since the 21 run game.
22 runs.
Yeah, come on, Darnay. I'm texting him.
Is that right? So, all right, Sunday they scored 3 runs against the Rockies.
Dude,
Monday they scored 5. Right?
I just did it. I mean, they scored 22. I'm 98%. Oh, he said the Padres in 7 games since leaving Coors. Don't get cute, Darnay. Because they scored 3 runs at Coors the next day.
We see what you're doing,
Don't
Darnay.
We
see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Still,
it's pathetic. The point's the point.
Exactly. Their offense is absolutely pathetic right now, putting up uncompetitive at bats after uncompetitive at bats. They just look lost out there right now. And can somebody step up? Can somebody in the lineup step up? Because right now it's a collective funk. They are a streaky team. When they're going good, they are going good. When they're going bad, it's a tough watch. And by tough watch, it makes you want to turn off the TV because it is that bad.
Listen, we'll get into all this. I agree with what you're saying. I do have to always remember that they lost 5 straight games 4 times last year.
Yeah.
And this year they've lost 4 straight games twice. Not ideal.
No.
They are still 8 games over. So it's still going to be hard for me to go fully in. You may be able to here tonight. I am concerned. Let me be clear. Jackson Merrill is a second-year player, has to prove he can do it all over again. Okay, he proved it for 10-plus games. He's got to prove it over a marathon. Manny Machado, I have no clue. The saying that we talked about today, that you've talked about a million times, as Manny goes, the team goes, it can't be this direct of a correlation. They can't lose every single time he's in a funk, because that's going to be a problem. Over 162. Outside of that, I mean, we've talked about the bottom of this lineup. It's concerning. Dylan Cease gets taken deep twice. Okay. I mean, 7 innings, 3 runs, I think you're living with. That's a quality start. But I don't really know what to say. I mean, to be this inept on offense for this long is absolutely concerning.
It's who they are. They don't have a deep team. They have a top-heavy team that when they're going, they are almost unbeatable.
Right.
And that's what we saw to start the season. Merrill was hot. Manny was hot.
Mhm.
Tatis was hot. Rise was slow at the gate, but you get my point is when you got your top guys all performing, they are going to win a lot of games. And when they're not, you're just not going to be able to compete because the rest of your lineup, it's Gavin Sheets is Gavin Sheets. He's done a great job here, but eventually he's going to regress to his career numbers. Just simple. Like he might have a better season than he's ever had in Chicago, but do we expect Gavin Sheets to have a 800 OPS for the entire season?
Probably not.
Exactly. Jason Hayward, congrats. You had a hit tonight. But I mean, brings nothing to the table offensively. The catching position just brings nothing to the table offensively. Their bench is just awful. I mean, what are we doing? But I am with you. I'm not like, oh no, this is the end.
Right. It can't be the end.
Especially after last year and how just average they were the first 100 games. You're like, okay, this is baseball. And I hate that term. Like I said, I told you,
Right.
this is
I
how
agree.
baseball is. And Manny dropped the "This is baseball" tonight in his post game to AC. Of course he did. But this is just the roller coaster of a baseball season, and it's frustrating. It's a frustrating feeling because you're like losing 4 straight feels like the team is never going to win another game again. And then when you
Correct.
lose 4 straight, it feels like they're never going to lose a game ever again because every day, you could win 9-1, greatest team ever. Next day, lose 9-1. What the hell's wrong with this team? But what I will say, and I'm about to go off, because Mike Shildt said one of the, I guess, how am I supposed to phrase this? It was one of the biggest loser quotes I have ever heard, ever, from a manager.
Let me hear it.
Loser quote I've ever heard. He said this: we out-hit them. We've out-hit our opponents the last couple games. Just haven't been able to do anything and string anything together.
So he's trying to make what has happened actually look like what they're doing is like impressive.
Tell me you're a
They've
loser
out-hit
without
their
telling
opponent.
me you're a loser. And that is a loser quote from Mike Shildt. I'm sorry. It just is. There's no way you can, after you got shut out, you scored 3 runs in 4 days, honestly be serious with that quote. Give me a effing break with that, dude. When I saw that, I was like, oh, shit, dude. Like, be more of a loser. You can't.
Yeah, I agree. I know, I agree. It's like it's like you hear the team that goes 2-15 in the NFL, and they're like, well, we held them to 91 yards rushing. You lost 31-6.
Yeah, stop.
Like, it doesn't matter that they average 190 yards on the ground. We held them to 99. Great, you lost. I hate that. Or, the hit ball is hard today. Look at the exit velocities. Of the top 10, 6 of them were hit by Padres. Who cares? That's the dumbest, lamest thing I've ever heard. The only thing that matters in professional sports is outcome. It's all that matters. Nobody cares about anything else, by and large. I'm with you. Did he tip his cap? He should have.
No, he
Chris
said
Bassett,
it was like a
Chris Bassett dealt. What are you doing?
Here's the thing with Mike Shildt, and I've said this before. When the team wins, he's great. He does bring a level-headedness that you need over 162. Absolutely, he does. He's the most positive manager that I've ever covered or ever seen in my life. Okay. He definitely knows what he is doing. But I've also said when they lose and when he is in the middle of a losing streak, Mike Shildt is nauseating to listen to. No, I can't do it. I can't. When listening to Mike Shildt during a losing streak like this, it's very frustrating. And when he whips out stuff like that, it's just annoying as hell, man. It is annoying as hell.
I need to say this, and I appreciate everyone here, and I like the commentary here. There's a lot of people defending Mike Shildt, as they should. I think Padres fans should absolutely defend Mike Shildt for his body of work. But I see Chris in here says, and we'll get to all these supers, by the way. If you're here, subscribe. If you're here, thank you for your support. Click the $ below the chat box. We'll get to all the super chats. But this idea that you guys complain about Shildt, but he's miles better than Bob Melvin. I mean, in what manner? I get it that the wheels fell off in 2023, but Bob Melvin took him to an NLCS, and Mike Shildt has not done that. So I like Mike Shildt. I think he gets the most out of his team. I really do. But he still has a lot to prove, is what I would say. Like, the goal here isn't to get to a postseason. The goal is to get to a postseason and make a run. He's a good manager, but he still has to prove himself to be like an elite manager. And he is cringe because I've listened to everything he's ever said for the last 2 years. And when it's good, to your point, you put up with it. When it's bad, it's it's really tough to listen to. Yep. Let's get to some of these super chats. Rocket, thank you, man, for your support of the channel. Again, click the $ below the chat box. We'll get to all your supers. We appreciate your support. He says, uncompetitive at bats. Seattle series carrying over. Someone had in the chat, we talked about this, Jim, or we watched this play out. They had 3 different 3-0 at bats for hitters tonight that they struck out in. Let me say that again. They had three different 3-0 counts that they struck out in. That's very unlikely. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that within a game. If it happens once, okay. Twice, rare. 3 times, unheard of. Yeah, offensively, I mean, Chris Bassett's had a good year, but at some point you have to have a good lineup. Like, they have faced decent pitching. The Seattle character on Sunday is good. Chris Bassett has had a good year, but you have Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., Luis Arraez, Jackson Merrill. You got to score. Simple as that.
Yeah, the at-bats are really bad during this 4-game losing streak. Really bad. Like, when you strike out and you're up 3-0 in the count, woof.
Yep, that's not good.
Like, not good at all. So, yeah, I agree. Uncompetitive at bats. I thought the off day was going to help. I said it to John and Jim. I thought that they were going to actually, turn a corner with just because of the off day and they're streaky. And I thought, they're going to start out, playing well. But yeah, they just carried over from the Seattle series, and actually they were worse.
People bring up in the chat, by the way, like the base stealing has completely stopped. I mean, they haven't had
not getting on base.
Right. Well, you're right. I mean, they're not getting on base. And it's harder to be a good running team when you're trailing. Okay, there's not a lot of great running teams trailing by 3 runs. Like, that's not the opportunities you're looking for. It's a lot easier to be a good running team when your offense is good, when you've got a 2 or 3 run lead. And that's part of the story over the last few days as well. Vector, thank you, man. Vector 53 for the super chat. He says, we back in 2023 mode right now. Got to get a win. They desperately need a win, because at some point this becomes 5 alarm stuff. Now, they did it 4 times last year, a 5-game losing streak. There's a 4-game losing streak. They've proven they can do this, but it feels like they are absolutely desperate for a win. And I'm going to need to see it tomorrow because I'm concerned. Atlanta's 15-7 at home and completely rolling since their 0-7 start. Like, this is not the series to look anemic in with Atlanta on deck.
No. And I'm just scared of a complete reversal of the opener of the, the first 4 games of the series, where it's completely flipped here in Atlanta. I'm just scared of that. If they don't start, putting better at bats, and Manny starts to hit again, and Jackson Merrill starts to hit again. Like, if you're not going to do that, this could sneaky tough road trip. This could become like the road trip from hell.
Right. I mean, you don't win tomorrow, and you're praying to get through this 6-game road trip with 2 wins. You'd be praying to get through it with 2 wins if you don't win tomorrow. I mean, you could be looking at disaster. And it's Vasquez Gausman. I mean, Gausman's had a decent year, but that is not the most favorable matchup in the world. Dylan Yee, thank you, man, for the super chat. He says, this is an interesting question. I'm not going to go all in on Victor Rodriguez, but this is an interesting point. When do we question Victor Rodriguez? 24 straight scoreless last year, 30 earlier this year, 17 right now. Can't slug, walk, or hit with men in scoring position. It's not Victor Rodriguez, just like it wasn't the previous hitting coaches. But with that being said, if we want to hold everyone accountable, and if we wanted to give Victor Rodriguez credit for last year, I mean, you can at least bring him up. He can be brought up in the conversation. He shouldn't go anywhere. His job is secure. But I think it's fair, if we're going to question the hitters, if we're going to go all in on the hitters, I think we can at least ask about the hitting coach, and has anything changed between this year and last year? It's probably just the lineup, truthfully. But I don't know. I don't think that's completely off limits, truthfully.
I read off the lineup from last year today on John and Jim. It's so much deeper than this lineup. Like, not even close.
Right.
They're, like Merrill's hitting sixth, right? Sixth and
Right.
seventh,
Seventh.
and your 8-9 hitters are Donovan Solano, who had a 750 OPS last year, is hitting 285, and your 9 hitters Kyle Higashioka, who had 18 home runs last year for you. Now his average wasn't good, but he has 750 OPS.
Yeah.
I mean, the depth is just not there. Surprise, we talked about it all offseason. They don't have depth. It's a top-heavy lineup, and it's just going to look really bad when your main guys aren't hitting. When Manny and Merrill, your 3-4 hitters, are going through this slump, it's really hard for a baseball team to, win consistently when your 3-4 hitters are like 2 for their last 50 combined. I know it's over-exaggerating.
It's like a complete pressing of a team. Like when the going gets good, it benefits everyone, and when it's bad, it's bad. Like this is one of those, hitting is contagious, but the opposite in terms of what is playing out right now. And when they do have opportunities with men in scoring position, I think they had 3 ABs tonight with men in scoring position. They're clearly, I don't know. I mean, it's mental to some extent. When you're 0 for 24 as a team with men in scoring position, they're aware of that stat. They're going to be aware that they haven't scored here over the last week. The Beef, thank you, man, for the very generous super. He says, we're pathetic. Good thing we got off to a hot start. It covers us sucking for a stretch, but this is not fun. We're still right in the thick of it. Snap out of it tomorrow and move forward. We're ass. I don't know what ATM means. What do the Dodgers do tonight? Not that it really matters.
ATM means at the moment, John.
Okay. Dodgers, Diamondbacks are tied. I mean, the Dodgers haven't won in a month either. Maybe they'll win tonight against Arizona, but the truth is you look at the standings and they're like a game out. But the other side of that is you're not going to be able to withstand playing like this and still look up and be within 1 game of the division. So, yeah, I mean, they're playing poorly. I mean, you don't need us to say that. We've all watched it. They're playing poorly.
Hey, at least they out-hit the Blue Jays tonight, John.
That's true. Did it to the Mariners apparently as well.
I can't I can't believe he said that,
lame.
but I can believe he said that because Mike Shilt's one of the corniest guys out there, and it's just a stupid quote.
Sometimes you just gotta tip your cap.
I mean, it has absolutely nothing to do with the game. I am not ripping Mike Shildt here for them only having 3 runs in the last 4 games. I'm not. What I am doing is a single quote. I'm saying that is just a loser quote from Mike Shildt. That doesn't mean I'm saying he's a bad manager. I'm just saying that singular quote of where he is praising that they out-hit a team after getting shut out is a fucking joke.
Well, this comes on the heels of him tipping his cap to the Mariners pitching staff. He tipped his cap for the series. It wasn't for a game. He tipped his cap to Seattle for their pitching for an entire series. It's one thing to do it for a game. It's another thing to tip your cap to a series. I've never heard of that. Carl, thank you, man, for the maybe super sticker or your super chat. We do appreciate your support of the channel, guys. If you're here, please subscribe. And if you're here, thank you for the supers. Click the $ below the chat box like JD's third. Thank you, man. He says, even the Dodgers losses are entertaining to watch. Watching our Padres is painful right now. Very bad product to watch. Vetter Cup curse. The odd year curse, I buy more than Vetter Cup. They have not been good in an odd year in forever. That includes 2019, Manny's first year, 2021, when the wheels fell off in the second half, 2023, the disaster of a year. I don't know what they're. I mean, listen, we tried to uncurse Jackson Merrill by lighting candles. We might have to do it for the whole team because it didn't really work. I mean, Merrill had a hit today, hard hit single, Jim, through the right side.
That's good. At least he'll at least be able to maybe have a couple hours of sleep tonight, knowing that he actually got a hit today. How many hours of sleep do you think he's actually had the last 4 days in his massive slump?
None, because he's probably just taking cuts in his room.
Probably he's just watching film and taking some cuts, and that's why he's got a blister on his hand.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, here's the earlier this year, it was the question was, is this team, do you feel like this team is for real, or is this like a fluky start, kind of like a fool's gold start? And I said, no, I think it's actually for real. I don't feel like this is fluky at all. I think it's,
Right.
for real. I think they're a good baseball team, but that's also predicated on like their main guys performing. When their main guys are performing, they're a really good baseball team. But when they're not, they're mid at best. And so AJ is going to have to make some moves this year. Like, have to. You might have to do it before the deadline because you are really relying on your top guys in the lineup to be really good every night. If Manny and Merrill both go over, the likelihood of you winning that game unless Tatis goes off as well isn't very high. Like, if anything, I would say it's damn near almost impossible unless, you get some random contribution from one of the others. But you're not going to be able to count on that because those others are very, very inconsistent. And you don't have that other piece like they did last year when Manny and Merrill would, have off nights. Guess what? Profar, Rise, Tatis, while he was in there, he stepped up. The others, Higgy, how many times did Higgy like basically win them games?
June. How about June?
Exactly.
The month.
I mean, Profar carried this team for the first 2 months of the year. Jackson Merrill carried this team in August. And Donovan Solano and David Peralta were such perfect glue pieces, and they performed perfectly in their roles last year that, you add that to the hot Manny. That's why they had them amazing second half. But they don't have that this year. They don't have the others. They need Manny to be hot. They need Jackson Merrill to be hot. And if they aren't, you don't have anybody else to like pick up the slack.
And listen, I'm a proponent
Tatis,
of Manny's. I'm a proponent of Manny's start to the year, by and large, as being good. But what on earth, a player of his caliber to just fall off a cliff for 4 consecutive games, like 0 for 15 out of Manny Machado. He had hit in 14 consecutive games, and then the wheels just fell off. And the power thing's the power thing. The left field thing's concerning. Catching is concerning. And you're right. I mean, AJ Preller doesn't have to make a move today, but will have to make moves to make sure that this team is competitive if they do get into the postseason and has a chance to really win in the postseason. I mean, I think we all agree with that. I mean, they're a flawed team as constructed because of left and catcher. They need you, Darvish. We'll get into that tonight. That situation is bizarre and getting more bizarre by the day. And they will need upgrades. There's no question about it. Scott, thank you. He says, does anyone share how their team prepares hitting-wise for different pitchers? I mean, they have a hitters meeting before every single game, and then the battery discusses how they're going to face the opponent batters in a game. So, I mean, I don't know if they share it publicly, but I mean, they certainly, you would like to think, have a plan going into every game in terms of how to attack a starting pitcher. And that plan has not worked for 4 consecutive games.
Right. They definitely talk. They have
they're talking.
Meetings.
They're talking.
They have iPads in the dugout to watch pitchers' tendencies and like pitch sequencing and what they're doing at the plate. Like they're all talking to each other.
Yep.
I want to get into this right here. KC says, disagree with you, Jim. The team needs a legit left fielder with some pop. Have I not said that? I think I'm the first person to say they need to go out and just get like Taylor Ward. Like,
you just said they need to make upgrades. We've said it for a week straight.
The whole lefty righty platoon ain't working. Okay, so you agree with me? You agree with me?
You agree?
You don't okay, you agree with me. You're not disagreeing with me, or you're just being a troll.
But there's not even a troll. Like, the platoon doesn't work. You think they have the worst OPS of left fielders in baseball, and it's not even close.
Like, what's their OPS?
They have a 480 OPS out of left field. The next worst team is 50 points higher than that. Like, seriously, to that point, maybe he just misspoke or mistyped. Is there anyone even on the flagship defending left field?
Probably not.
Like, even the flagship probably isn't defend. Like, they may be defending other things that clearly you shouldn't be, but even the flagship, like, there is no defense of left field. Like, if the flagship station which is going to bend over backwards for the team, doesn't defend left field, then there is no one defending left field. There's no one. Jason Hayward's not defending his performance privately. He's upset with his performance. I promise you.
Yeah. Casey says, Jim, you were saying the team was kind of bad when I'm just saying it's just in need of a left fielder. I said they were top heavy.
I'm a little confused.
I'm confused.
You were saying the team was kind of bad when I'm just saying okay. So Casey's saying they're a left fielder away. They're not a left fielder away.
No.
I mean, they might be like a Jurickson Profar all-star away from being a lot more. But remember a year ago, let's just make this point, because we made it a little bit, even tonight. A year ago, where are the 4-run innings? Should we take a 4-run game right now? But where there were repeatedly 4+ run innings a year ago, even when things were going right for this team this year, Jim, how many of those innings presented themselves other than the 21-run game? There have been some, but nowhere near with the regularity of last year. The explanations we've described, we know the explanation, but just consider that. They don't have this propensity for the big inning. They've hit 1 3-run home run. Isn't that correct?
1 3-run home run.
And they've hit no 4-run home runs. Those are called grand slams.
And that 3-run home run was by who?
In a 20-0 game, was it?
Nope.
It was by, you tell me, it wasn't by Xander, was it?
It was by Xander Bogaerts.
Oh, God. In what game?
It was, I believe, last Monday against the Angels, if I'm not mistaken. It was recently, I know that.
Yeah, that was their blew the lead game.
It's kind of blurry, but I know that he had a 3-run home run very recently. Might have been against the Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was the guy. He's the 3-run homer guy. So,
well, then I'm sure more of that is coming. We're going to get back to the chat in a moment, guys. Subscribe. And if you're here, thank you for the supers. We'll get to the supers that have rolled in. Click the $sign below the chat box. Padres have lost 4 straight. They're 13-16. Is that math right?
Yeah, it is.
Or are they 12-15, Jim? They're 13-16.
Yeah.
In their last 29, that's well over a month because they've had 4 or 5 off days in there. They're probably 13-16 over the last 35 days or so. If you're here, please support our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz. If you have an insurance need like the Padres, then contact Mark. Click the link in the description down below, whatever it is. I've got homeowners, life insurance, earthquake insurance through Mark, and he does auto as well. He's going to save you money and time if you ever need him. And he's got great service and communication. He's a San Diegan. He is a lifelong diehard Padres fan. And he's been with the channel for 4 years. All 4 years of the channel, he's been our title sponsor. If you have any needs, you can get free quotes online. Click the link in the description down below. Call Mark. He will talk to you about the Padres, but he'll also talk to you about saving money on your insurance. And then trust us. I mean, we've worked with him for years. He saved me so much money back in 2022 when I had to file a claim and so much time. So if you support our work, if you support this channel, if you have any insurance need, get in contact with Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance.
All his information is on ticker below. And Nimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to Mark, let him know that John and Jim from the wrap-up show sent you. So it looks like they did have a... Okay, well,
whatever. Don't let the facts get in the way of what we're saying, T. Kelly. Come on,
man.
Oh, it was Hayward that hit the first 3-run home run.
Shocking.
It is kind of shocking. It is shocking. Rocket, thank you, man. He says they need an Arise type trade for a left fielder. Wow.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't know. What did they even trade for Luis Arise? Nothing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of who cares.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to do that this time around.
Is it really. Taylor Trammell? Was he in that deal?
No, wasn't he with Seattle, dude?
No, you're right. There was an outfielder, Taylor Trammell. I don't know why I thought of Taylor Trammell.
That's funny.
It
was Jacob Marcy, Wusako, Dylan Head, and Nathan Martorella.
It was Dylan Head who I was thinking of. Yeah.
That's where the Padres did pretty well.
Yeah, I was like outfielder Dylan Head.
Yeah.
I thought, Taylor Trammell, but you're right. Yeah. Again, will we ever hear from those guys ever? Probably not.
What's this? I see that Robert Hassel was called up.
He was.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. I'm
about to retweet him so hard tomorrow.
When he has a single infield single.
Yeah.
Audrey, thank you for the super chat. We had a discussion about this today. We heard from Mike Shildt on this before the game. Any clue on you return? He's talking about Darvish. Knew the spark. Okay. Regarding you, Darvish, Mike Shildt says the ball is kind of in Darvish's camp. He was supposed to be on the road trip. He's not. He may be with them in Atlanta. Kevin then reported in his article this afternoon he is not expected to pitch in Atlanta. So why did he make a rehab start 6 days ago to not pitch for 11 plus days? If he doesn't pitch on this road trip, you do the math on it, add 5 more days to this, he'd be 11 days between outings if he doesn't pitch on this road trip. And it doesn't sound like he's pitching on this road trip. What is going on with you, Darvish?
He's controlling this. He apparently didn't feel good enough after his next start to make another start. Little concerning there, because if you don't feel good after that start, how are you anywhere close to being ready for the big leagues? Right? Or am I wrong there?
No, I think you're right.
Because this is now, if I'm reading this correctly, this is on Darvish's timetable, and it's his call. And as you know, sources said today, it's like literally day to day with Darvish, which is kind of weird. You know, it's like, kind of weird. Okay, all right, it's like, you know, doctors clear him. He's feeling good, does some bullpens, plays catch. All right, now we're going to put you on a rehab assignment, and we're going to plan this out for you. You know, you're going to pitch on this day, and if you know, and then we're going to pitch this day, and then we'll be ready to go. Right. Now, if you don't feel good, obviously everything stops, and you're like, okay, we're resetting, and we're going to, you know, go from there. But it doesn't even feel like that. It almost feels like Darvish is like, you know what? I'm not going to pitch for a little bit after this. And everyone's like, what? Because Shildt even today says like he feels good, and you know, he feels fine, right? But yet he's still, something's up. So
hasn't thrown a bullpen,
and you're not going out and making a start until he throws a bullpen. Like, I think people didn't understand that. Like today, when I posted on Twitter, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be 10, you know, it'll be about 10 plus days since Darvish last pitched. And they're like, oh, well, he pitched last Friday. Like, yeah, no fucking shit, idiot. But
he's not pitching tomorrow.
He's not pitching tomorrow. He's not pitching tonight. He's not pitching anywhere in Toronto. And he's going to need a bullpen before he pitches anytime soon. So it's going to be 10 days at least.
I mean, you'd think he'd need a rehab. The guy hasn't pitched in spring training, albeit for 4 innings in AAA. And now you're going to go 11 more days. And I'd be like, yeah, maybe he can. I mean, Yu Darvish is one of those rare unicorns that maybe he could go 10, 11 days or more and make his next outing in the major leagues. But what's his pitch count going to be if he does that? 45?
45, 50?
Yeah, 50. So that's not overly, you know, that doesn't really help the team because you're going to be relying on your bullpen immediately when Yu Darvish does return. So you'd think they'd want to have him fully built up. But I just don't. What I ask for, and I know you preach this all the time with the injuries, and that is fair. But with me, the Darvish thing's a little different. The reason I'm speculating is because they're giving us nothing. Like, at least with some of these other things, they're like, oh, Merrill suffered a hammy. He's day to day. At least they told us it's a hammy. I don't even know what the injury is to Yu Darvish anymore. I don't know if they're being forthright. Is it a personal matter? Is it health? Are they saving bullets? I mean, here's the other thing about saving bullets and be like, well, they don't need them yet. They don't? You tell me they don't need Yu Darvish? Well, then really? His 6-year, $108 million deal? Like, you still got to get to the postseason. I agree he would have value in the postseason. We watched the Dodgers series last year. But you're telling me they're good enough to get there by not using Yu Darvish for the first half of the year? I just feel like they're going to need this guy to reach their goals. And at some point, you're going to look at your watch and be like, when's the last time we saw Yu Darvish? You know, it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean,
it's frustrating.
It feels like the general thought is you can't criticize Yu Darvish because everybody loves Yu Darvish and he's a great teammate. And
I love you. He's a great player,
which is absolutely true. He is a awesome person, great teammate. Like, you can't say a bad thing about Yu Darvish as the person. But over the last, 2+ years now, after signing his deal, it's been bad. 80 innings last year. He was good in the postseason.
Yep.
But again, 80 innings last year, and this year, nothing. So, nobody's above criticism on the field. Pretty simple. And your best ability is your availability, and just he's not available for this team. Now, I know he dealt with the personal issues last year, and we still don't know what that is, nor whatever. But
Yep.
you're not getting paid like $5 million a year, my guy. You're getting paid close to 20, and you're not out there. And I mean, that's just like a sunk cost. So again, I get the like, oh, why does he have to tell you what he's doing? Why does he have to be transparent? Blah, blah, blah. Like,
I mean, it's professional baseball. They have
yeah.
a good fan base. You'd like to at least know some level of truthfulness. I mean, what point are we proving? I would back off in this commentary if Mike Shildt said today, Darvish is once again dealing with a personal matter that needs to be addressed. The next time he pitches, we'll make you aware. I would back off. I am not going to attack that. We didn't have any commentary when Darvish missed multiple months last year because he was dealing with a personal matter.
None.
I credited the Padres organization for how they dealt with it. He ended up paying dividends in October, to his credit, and September. So if that's the case again, and I don't know if it is, but they don't say anything. If that's the case again, I respect it and I appreciate them letting us know. But without them telling me what's going on, I'm left to wonder, is it personal? Is it between the ears? Is it elbow? What's the plan here? Does he have cold feet to get back out there? Because they know he's only going to throw 80 innings this year. And if they start him now, there's too many baseball games for him to, he's going to surpass 80 innings or 100 innings if they start him right now. So they're going to hold him off until June or July. They need him in June, Jim. They have that stretch of like 26 games in 27 days. You're playing the Giants and the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Just telling you right now, and everyone agrees with this, they could absolutely use him if he's available immediately. And by immediately, I mean certainly by June, when this schedule completely stiffens, and you could argue it's already stiffened based on the way they're playing.
You're right. They're going to need him in June, but what they're going to need him the most is if they get to October, which is if they get to October. And they are going to have to play this, I guess, out in the long game, for this year with him. But that still doesn't change the fact that the guy's getting paid, $18 million a year to not pitch. I mean,
a lot of money.
Again, like, never will say a bad thing about Darvish as the person, but he's doing nothing right now for you on the baseball field, and we don't know why. We just like okay. I mean, so again, long play with you. It's frustrating, yes, and I guess you'll see him when we see him.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I don't even know what to think about it. I mean, I'm talking myself in circles around. I said this. This is what I was going to say. I said this on John and Jim. Like, is any Padres fan confident that when he returns to the mound in the major leagues, he's going to stay on the mound for the entirety of the year?
Right.
It just seems like he's become a little bit of like he's become fragile. Again, he's 40. Not young.
He's like almost 40.
But they signed him to the 6-year deal.
I know. And it turned out to be a bad contract.
And this is only year 3. They have to get something out of him in year 3. They may not get anything out of him ever again after this year. They may not. We can't guarantee it.
They may not, or he might return in August and be great and then help them win a World Series. It could go either way, but he has to return and he has to be healthy.
Yeah, you're right. Carl, appreciate you, man. Thank you guys for hanging out. Please subscribe. Year-round content for you. We're pushing 8,500 subscribers, but the Padres never win. So please subscribe. Even though the Padres have lost 4 straight, we're within like 40 subscribers of 8,500. Thanks, Padres, for ruining the channel. And thank you for the supers. Click the $sign below the chat box. He says, lack of depth, leaky bullpen, and a brutal June schedule with a few days off is a bad mix. What's left in the farm to make any significant moves? Has the bullpen been leaky on the whole? No. they've had struggles recently. I don't know about the farm, Jim. I mean, that's a fair point. I think the financials of it are they going to have money to add? And then secondly, are they going to have pieces to move?
I mean,
I don't know.
AJ can be creative. Like you can go out and get pieces for prospects that you'll never care about the second they're gone. I mean, honestly, there is one prospect in the Padres organization that I care about, and that's not Ethan Salas. It's Leo DeVries.
Right.
Everybody else to me, I don't care.
Right.
You know, so as long as they don't trade Leo DeVries, I'm good. I'm kind of almost on the side of like because of their window they're in, and because of how far away he is. Now it's going to hurt because he's hurt. Like, to me, if you honestly feel, if AJ honestly feels, hot take time, if AJ honestly feels that this team might be the last best chance that they have with the pitching and the guys in their prime to like compete and win for a World Series,
right?
I am 100% trading Ethan Salas for that quote unquote final piece.
Are they a final piece team? Maybe.
I'm saying if AJ believes that.
Yep.
I'm not saying that they are. I'm saying if AJ believes that and they play to a level where at the trade deadline, we're sitting here and be like, man, they just need that one power bat, you know? And I know in the chat, it's like, oh, all they need is a left fielder. It's like, well, they kind of need more, it feels like. But if you know, if Jose Iglesias, you know, took on the role of Donovan Solano, was actually doing something. If Gavin Sheets continues to play like this until the trade deadline, if the catchers, you know, still hit for some pop, and by the trade deadline, they combined total is like 15 home runs between both of them. It's a big number, but you know, get my point. Then you might think to yourself, all right, they just need a left fielder. But the problem is like none of those guys are doing any of that. So it's not just a left fielder. It's like way more.
You remember the Merrill, we don't feel pressure, we apply it line?
Yeah, they're not applying the pressure.
It's not applicable anymore. You feel as if they're actually feeling what's happening here, which is they are struggling to score runs, and it's playing out right in front of our eyes. We'll get back to the conversation in a moment. We do want to remind our viewers that we've got a great deal for you thanks to our friends over at SeatGeek. How about this? You can hit up Padres Dodgers coming up in early June at Petco, and you can get $20 off with our promo code. We've hooked you guys up. Use code PODSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. $20 off your tickets at SeatGeek of $50 or more. Your total purchase of $50 or more, you're getting $20 off. That's right, $20 off your first purchase with promo code PADSWRAP. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. You'll have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. We do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek, but you can get in to Padres Dodgers in early June. Tickets are actually starting at $70-something, but obviously a massive series. You're going to want to be there. It's more than just Padres Dodgers. You can get into any game at Petco, any SDFC game, San Diego State events, concerts, whatever it is. SeatGeek has you hooked up. Just make sure to use that promo code and click the link in the description down below.
And with SeatGeek being MLB's official ticket marketplace, your tickets, they're fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account after purchase. That's what makes SeatGeek amazing. Each ticket's rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know that you're going to get a good deal. Just look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. But most importantly, when you get the SeatGeek app and when you're about to purchase tickets, use our promo code PODSWRAP for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek right now.
Appreciate you, Rich, who says he sold Saturday's tickets on SeatGeek, but not for much, but appreciate you using our partner here, SeatGeek, on the wrap-up show. All right, back to this conversation. Let me remove it. There was a super that just rolled in. Take that down. Thank you. Was this the super? No, this one from Run It Back. Thank you, Run It Back. Thank you guys for hanging out. Subscribe. Trying to get to 8,500 subscribers with your help. And thank you for the supers. Click the $ below the chat box if you have a question, comment, want to control the direction here. Okay, interesting. Can we move Tatis to bat third or fourth? No more trading prospects. Sign David Peralta and JD Martinez. I feel like the ship is sailing on David Peralta, JD Martinez, as you've reached the middle of the season. Would you consider a lineup tweak or not?
No, not even close. Like with Tatis, no, I'm not.
Yeah, he's been good all year. Why are we moving him?
No, what I might do is, I mean, if you really want to get funky, or switch up Manny and Merrill. Merrill hit third, and Manny hit fourth. But then you're not righty lefty.
Yeah, see, but I think that's over freaking rated.
I know it is. Oh, the righty lefty stuff? Yeah, it is. It's overrated.
So overrated.
It's so dumb.
I get it. It applies more to me in the postseason than the regular season. You really have to go left, right to maximize like the bullpen, and right. You're never going to be lefty, lefty or righty, righty. So they can't counter. But come on, there's pinch hitter. I just put the best lineup out there. I don't care if it's left, right, or right, left, right, or right, right. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? So I don't hate that idea.
Yeah, especially against a righty, you have Tatis and then two lefties and then Manny. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
put the lefty.
Great.
You know, that's probably the only tweak I would do. I mean, the bottom of the lineup is just.
It's not gonna. It doesn't matter if you move.
It doesn't matter.
Maldonado from 9th to 8th.
Yeah, the bottom of the lineup doesn't matter whatsoever. They're still going to do nothing for you, but maybe just to like get Manny and Merrill out of their funks, because those are the most important players right now that are hurting the team the most. You know, like those two guys being in their funks that they're in is a huge reason why this team has lost 4 games in a row. There's just no way around it. I'm sorry. So if you switch them up, get them out of their, just do something different with them. Maybe that helps. I don't know. But as far as like, changing up the lineup, that's the only thing I would even consider.
I'm with you. Because
the 5 through 9, it's like rearranging chairs on the Titanic. Nothing's going to change really, So 3-4 hitter, like if you want to switch those guys up and put Merrill third and Manny fourth, like okay, do that. But 5 through 9, like I said, rearranging chairs on that Titanic, bro.
Yeah, unfortunately, I agree. I don't think you can really. I don't even know if again, you could do the Merrill Machado thing if you wanted to. Are you really going to get a different result? They got to hit. I don't care if Merrill's hitting third or fourth, as long as he hits. Same thing with Manny.
Right, but it's just to try to get him out of their funks. That's all I'm saying.
Right, exactly.
I don't care where they hit either. Man. Third or fourth, it doesn't matter to me. But that's what that's what they're going to hit this year is third and fourth. Mostly Manny hitting third and Merrill hitting fourth.
Yeah, and I see some of this in the chat, and I think you feel the same way. I mean, it's way too early to get like. I mean, the numbers are the numbers for Merrill. Merrill's had a good year. It's been a bad 4 games, but Merrill's played well, and Manny's had a good year. It's been a bad 4 games. I think it's too early to say something about Merrill, right? Like, oh my gosh, the league has figured him out. No, they haven't. And if they have, he'll adjust. If there's something in there now that he has to adjust to, then hopefully he adjusts. But I mean, I've been disappointed watching Merrill over the last week where he's 2 for 23, but that doesn't mean I've lost any fit. Like there was a comment in here earlier, like, oh, how could they have extended him? What are you talking about? I mean, that's not relevant to his slump. Tony Gwynn slumped. Man. I mean, I don't know what his most slump was, but it's just stupid. HBBBV, thank you. It says trade for Junior Camareno so he can play with his idol.
Well, then you're going to have to give up Leo DeVries for Camareno. He's a good player. He might be the Rays' best player.
Yeah, guess what? And Leo DeVries ain't going anywhere. I promise you that.
No,
that's one player. It's not. The Ethan Salas conversation is another conversation. I still don't believe, Jim, they would move Ethan Salas this year because they'd be selling low and in the midst of injury. Potentially, he might not even be on the field until at some point.
Literally broke his back.
Yeah, I don't. That would surprise me. Now, Preller's a surprising GM. He can do some things that does surprise you, but that would surprise me.
The thing with Ethan Salas is like, I mean, he's been hyped up the last couple of years as like the next coming of the Posey mixed with Pudge Rodriguez mixed with Johnny Bench. And this guy's nowhere close to the big leagues. I would be shocked if he makes the big leagues by next year. And if he does, I don't have much faith that he's going to all of a sudden, after hitting 200 in the minors, be a 275 hitter in the big leagues, while also being an amazing defensive catcher.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's years away. That's years away. In a best case scenario, I think it's years away. All right, let's get back to this conversation in a moment. Do want to thank our friends over at Mova Globes. Pick one of these puppies up and click the link in the description down below. Use promo code PWS10, Padres Wrap-Up Show 10, but PWS10, and get 10% off. They have all 30 teams officially licensed, all 30 Major League teams officially licensed, including the Padres, but maybe you have a friend or family member that's a fan of another team. Pick these up. Great gift idea for the baseball fan in your life. They really are. They have other globes as well, planets, so many cool products. San Diego company. Technology, which is artificial or natural light, makes these spin. There are no cords, there are no batteries, there are no wires. The technology invented in North County, in Cardiff. So click the link in the description down below. Use promo code PWS10. Pick one of these up. A great gift idea for the baseball fan in your life.
Get a Mobile Globe. Use our promo code. Enjoy.
I want to cheer people up.
Okay. Oh, are we gonna rip some packs today? Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, we're gonna rip some.
We're gonna rip wax.
We're gonna rip wax, bro.
I think that's what they say. We're not ripping wax. I'll show you what I have. Hold on.
Got some slabs. Got some slabs in there.
I'm all in, dude.
I know you are. This is a
problem.
I know it is.
Shh.
Is Kristen asleep? Is she asleep?
Arguably. That's why I save it till late.
John is pulling some slabs out, everybody. Pulling some slabs. Here we go.
Ever since I started doing this, the team's like 0-30.
All right, it's your fault.
Gotta light some candles.
No, retard. It's not a sex toy.
I don't think.
Hopefully not.
Let's see. Stand by.
I'm very interested to see what you got here because I know you've been buying a bunch of cards. Okay, what do we got?
Okay.
What do we got here?
I'll let you guys see it first.
Pull it out.
Well, actually, wait.
Pause.
It's wrapped.
Oh.
No.
Oh, what are we doing?
Let me open it. He's got a sticker on it. Boom.
Oh, dude, what is that?
It is Toddy Rookie Gem Mint 10 Topps Heritage Chrome Purple Reflector. You know that one.
Oh, the purple reflector.
So I can pair that. I got two of the top four hitters in this lineup. Unfortunately, neither of them are driving in runs.
You're about to jinx Tatis to hell right now.
Here comes the 2 for 23.
Yeah, good job there.
What do you guys think?
All right, hold on. What's the card called?
You're looking at 2019 Topps.
2019.
This is his rookie card.
Topps. Give me the name of the card. What's the name of it?
Topps Heritage Chrome Purple Refractor. It's got a cool back.
Old school. Hold on. Wait a second here. How much did you pay for this card?
I have it. I think I shared the email with you. 80?
Because right now on eBay, a 2019 Topps Heritage Chrome Purple Refractor Fernando Tatis Jr. Rookie RC PSA Gem Mint 10 card is going for $786.
That's not this. It's not this. It can't be.
Okay.
Does it look like it?
Yeah. What?
I don't think that's it because you know me, I do the comps. There's no way I got a $700 card for $80.
Hold on.
Oh, what is
Yeah,
this?
that's one. You pay for like $400.
Oh, look at this, Jim.
You got another
25
card?
No grading credit, dude, from PSA.
Oh, awesome. Well,
use
just
it if
flash
you
it on
want.
the screen to anybody that can use
Well,
it.
anyone can use it. We're sponsors now of PSA. Use that if you want.
What's the value of this card? Here we go. Okay, I think I found it. Okay. All right, so I found it. Fernando Tatis Jr. Purple Refractor. Is it number 517?
It doesn't say that. Yeah, number 517. It says top of the card.
All right, cool. So this card has completely tanked since his suspension.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, I'm buying because I want Tatis. I'm not buying for like max. This is in my PC. You know what my PC is?
Your
personal collection.
Oh,
I'm not trying to flip that thing.
Your PC. Holy shit. Oh my god. All right, here we go. So a PSA 10. When did you buy this card?
I bought it like a week ago.
How much did you pay for it?
80.
I'm looking on Sports Cards Pro. You know what that site is?
Bro, I got this market movers thing.
Well, right now it says that you bought this card. I found it. You bought this card for $78.95.
Yeah.
On either May 2nd, right? Or
maybe.
Or did you buy it on May 15th? Because there's one here that sold for $89.99 on eBay.
Well, you want me to bring the receipt up? I don't know.
Because what I'm trying to get to is, if this is correct, a PSA 10, you paid the most money out of anybody over the last 6 months for this card.
Well, it's part of my PC, dude. I did the same thing for this.
Because right now it says a PSA 10 for this card, the value of it is $68.
Bro, this guy's going to end up in the Hall of Fame. Well, it might be hard.
Back in 2022, April 2022, so this was before his suspension, this card was valued at over $300.
Thank you. It'll be back.
Now it's valued at $16.
It ain't $16.
Ungraded, by the way. Ungraded.
No, but I got a freaking PSA 10.
I know, but I'm just saying, an ungraded Tatis, one of these cards, was valued at over $300. And now today, an ungraded card like this is valued at $16.
I gotcha. No, I just want, I'm starting my collection. I'm
your PC? Starting your PC?
I'm starting my PC, dude. I got to buy like a case.
You're stacking up some slabs, bro? Stacking up some slabs?
I got more coming, so make sure to subscribe.
Oh yeah, you're gonna build your team. You're gonna build out your roster of slabs.
That's what I'm gonna try to do, dude. JD Gotcha, thanks, dude. He says, how much is an Ian Kinsler Padres card worth? Nothing.
Zero. I would love the Ian. I see Chad in the chat. I would love an Ian Kinsler flipping off the crowd card. That'd be awesome.
That'd be amazing, man.
I need that card.
Next to the Billy Ripken FU card from like the 80s. Mark, what's up, dude?
Hi, Mark. I know he's kind of spiraling with this team.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I get it.
I don't know if they're going to make moves ASAP. I mean, I think people agree with what you're saying. I don't know if it's coming or not. At some point, they're going to make moves. I just don't know if it's going to be in May.
They will make moves, but you know what? What they have to do first is, as a team collective, they have to play well enough to have AJ Preller go out and make those moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have to prove to him to go make. And you know what? They've proven that they can be are a good baseball team. The pitching staff is still there. The bullpen, even though they've struggled, still there. The top of their lineup, top four, it's still there. They're healthy. They're out there. Like, they are just they're going through it right now. And it's up to them to get out of this,
Oh, 100%, dude.
That's what it is.
I mean, 100%. And it kind of has to start tomorrow. At some point, it's going to become even more concerning, and that's probably tomorrow if they don't win. So somebody's got to go show up offensively. You can't put it all on your pitching staff. I mean,
No.
I think Kevin put in his article today that they'd be the first team in baseball history to win without scoring if they would have won tonight. So, I mean, you're going to have to score some runs here to back some of these pitchers, including, Cease was fine. Was it his best performance? No, but 7 innings is good, and 3 runs. You should be in that game. You should at Skydome, where offense should not be at a premium. You're playing indoors. You're playing on turf. You got to be able to score a couple of runs in that game. Mr. B, thank you for the very generous super chat. Mr. B saying hot take. Okay, this is the second one of these we got today, Jim. The batting coach has to go. This team has been good in spite of him, not because of him. 24 scoreless innings. Now them hitting at 132 overall is unacceptable. I don't think they're hitting 132 overall.
No. Thanks for the super, Mr. B. But if you're going to say that someone needs to be fired, you need to say their names, not just the batting coach.
I think he's talking about Victor.
I know he is, but I was about to say, can he name the hitting coach? If you can't name the hitting coach, you can't fire him.
No, I mean, he's not going anywhere, and he shouldn't go anywhere.
No, he is.
They're coming off a really good offensive year.
Yeah, like it's up to the players. I know, Mr. V, I'm just giving you shit. It's up to the players to get out of this. And that's why scapegoating as many hitting coaches as they have over the years was just like ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the players to get out of this rut here. So you can stop Mike Shildt from saying loser quotes post game. Like, please, can these guys go out there and score some runs to save Mike Shildt from embarrassing himself post games? Like, please, guys, you're making this guy come out here in post game telling you, hey, we out hit the other team. Like, please give Mike Shildt something actually to be positive about instead of this corny bullshit that he says post game when they're going through losing streaks. Like, it's up to the players. They need to go out and be better.
Yeah, this isn't enough of a sample size, unfortunately, Mr. B, because I talk about it too. I mean, we talk about the numbers, but they're not hitting 132. Okay, they're hitting 132 with runners in scoring position for a week. But they also put up a graphic today where they've been like among the better 2-out hitting teams in baseball, including with men in scoring position. It's been a bad 4 days. I mean, make no mistake. And we've said it for an hour. I mean, we all agree. It's been a really bad 4 games, but they're not hitting 132 with runners in scoring position. They are over the last week, but they're not hitting 132 with runners in scoring position, right? You have to widen out the aperture, so to speak. Like, you can't, it's a long game is what it is. And unfortunately, I want to overreact. Jim wants to overreact. We do at times overreact, but you can't judge a team on 4 games. You can't judge a team on a week, unfortunately. And the good weeks, they're not winning a World Series. And the bad weeks, they're not picking first in the draft next year. They're somewhere in between. Yeah.
The only thing that I'm like super pissed off about tonight is that dumb quote by Mike Shildt. It has nothing to do with the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am frustrated with what I'm watching with this team, but I'm not going to overreact and say that this team fucking sucks.
Sure.
No, they just need their top guys to be better, like a lot better. And I think they will be. I think Dylan Cease, that's a bright spot over his last, handful of outings. He's been really good. You've been waiting for that this year, and you finally get it. And then Michael King, I always have faith in Michael King. Same thing with Nick Pivetta, as long as he's not pitching at Coors Field. And the back end of their bullpen has gone through some bumps here, but for the most part, I have faith in them. I have no faith in the others on this team, like Jason Hayward and Jose Iglesias and Maldonado and Diaz and Lockridge. Do I have to put Tyler Wade's face on a milk carton because he's gone MIA? So overall, like, I am not, jumping up and down tonight, being like, this team freaking sucks. The only thing I'm jumping up and down tonight about is that dumb quote from Mike Shildt postgame. That's it.
Dude, I think there's a good point from Chad. Do we need a Chat GPT hitting coach? Is that gonna maybe save the day?
Dude,
I should ask Chat GPT.
Pull up their iPads and they're like, how do I hit a fastball at 97 miles per hour on the outside corner?
I'm going to ask it. If you were the hitting coach of the San Diego Padres.
Oh, this is good.
Listen to this. And the team was in the midst of an 0 for 24 slump with men in scoring position, with runners in scoring position, and had scored just a combined 3 runs.
Yeah.
Runs
Gosh.
in 4 games, what would your message be?
I love this. We're going to fix the Padres right now.
If I were the hitting coach of the Padres during an 0 for 24 slump with runners in scoring position and only 3 runs in 4 games, my message to the team would be direct, calm, and focused on mindset and execution, not panic. Here's the quote. We're pressing right now, and it shows. Everyone's trying to be the guy instead of just being themselves. You don't need to hit a 5-run homer. You just need a good swing on a good pitch. Keep it simple. Short, direct swing. Stay up the middle and trust your approach. The talent in this room hasn't gone anywhere. Slumps don't define us. How we respond to them does. That is amazing.
Slow clap.
Dude.
Slow clap for Chat GPT.
3 years? 3 years, 3 mil?
3 years, 10 mil, bro.
Dude, that was pretty good.
The funny thing is,
you think Victor was going to ChatGPT? Like, what should I say to this team?
Like, you might hear Victor say that to the team, but like, you would never hear Mike Shildt say that publicly about them.
Wait, hear me out. There's more. Not a quote, but I'd followed it up in our hitters meeting with video of quality at bats from earlier in the year in similar situations. Show them it can be done. It has been done. I'd emphasize process over results. Because if you're chasing hits, you're not focused on what gets you there. And privately, I'd remind the leaders, Tatis, Machado, Bogart, Soto, if he's still here, that this is their clubhouse. Energy trickles down. If they stay confident, loose, and aggressive, the rest will follow. This isn't the time for mechanical overhauls or overthinking. It's the time for belief, simplicity, and execution. That's the first thing I would tell Soto right now.
Bro, I want to run through a wall for ChatGPT.
That's incredible.
ChatGPT is going to make us all so stupid.
Dude, we're all going to be unemployed.
Because Darren sent me the text tonight. I got to send you it. Yeah. It was of a new like AI thing that if you just type in what you want, it creates a video. Like if I said, I want a dog running through the house out to a backyard playing with a toy, it literally creates a what?
Mid-Journey?
I think so. It creates a video for you and it looks 100% real.
Yeah. Mid-Journey.
There's like, others. Dude, that is scary because soon we're just never going to know what's real and what's not real.
Oh, 100%. I want to ask ChatGPT one. What else would you chat? What do you want me to ask ChatGPT about this struggle, this slump?
Yeah. What do you want us to ask ChatGPT about the Padres right now?
Yeah, put it in the chat.
We'll have ChatGPT fix the Padres for everybody.
I mean, do we ask ChatGPT about Machado or Merrill?
Ask ChatGPT about cards.
No.
Say if I were starting a card collection, what's the first card I should get for my card collection?
Should I ask about what Preller should what movie should make? But I don't think it has modern 2025 data in it.
Maybe it does. I don't know.
Oh, should I ask about ChatGPT how to reverse Jim's curse?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask that. Hold on. I'll say, me and a buddy think we've jinxed the San Diego Padres offense. They were hitting pretty well until the wheels fell off recently.
Say we jinxed them after I bought one of the players' baseball cards.
Right. We bought one of their trading cards.
Oh, Isaac. Speaking of, look at this. Got a Machamp card right there. How you doing?
What is that?
It's a Machamp holographic card.
Who's Machamp? They trade for him?
He's I don't know. No, it's a
Pokemon
card, bro.
Me and my buddy think we've jinxed the San Diego Padres because we bought a trading card of one of the star players, and from that moment on, The team has been awful. Can you help us reverse this trend, Jinx?
I like how everyone's like, how can we unjinx this team?
Absolutely. Jinxes are very real in baseball superstition land, and reversing them is practically an art form. Here's how you and your buddy can lift the Padres curse and restore balance to the universe. The official San Diego Padres anti-jinx ritual. Step 1, atonement offering. Take the trading card that started this mess and place it in a neutral setting, somewhere peaceful, like a windowsill, a plant pot, or under your TV remote. Then speak the following words together. We honor this card and the player it represents. May it bring hits, not hurt, runs, not ruin, clutch, not curses.
Hold on. You need to copy that and paste it and put it into the rundown right now so we can both say that.
Okay, hold on. Everyone say it out loud if you're not in your bed with your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hold up the card.
Hold on. Are you putting that in the rundown?
I put it in there.
Wait, hold on. The bottom?
I put it in the live, in like the chat.
Oh, no. I want you to put it in the rundown so I could read it.
What rundown?
Like our actual... Never mind.
We don't have a rundown. It's a wrap-up show. Yeah.
All right. Hold up the card.
Yeah.
No, hold it up. I need to see your face, though. So you hold it like this. All right, ready? All right. So, no, there you go, right there. So on 3, everybody, we need to say this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. We honor
this card and the player.
John, you messed it up.
No, it's just because our timing is off because like it was half second.
Okay,
what did I mess up?
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. We honor this card and the player it
represents. May it bring
the hits, not hurt. Runs, not ruin.
Clutch, not curses. 4 hits tomorrow.
Totally effed up that whole thing.
Well, hold on. Real quick, because there's more.
We're not on delay, are we?
I don't know.
Here. Okay. All right. As soon as you hear me say the number 1, say 1. Ready? 1. Okay, we're good. How are you messing this up?
Well, I'm not messing it up. I don't know what's going on. It must be some delay. Where's the delay feature?
Season's over.
Season's so done, dude. It's May 20th and we're freaking reversing trading card curses. John's mic is delay? What's going on?
It's so over, dude. We just cursed the team, not reversed. Holy shit, dude.
Wait,
20 scoreless innings incoming.
Wait, I have more things we can do. I'm serious.
What?
Just hear me out for a second. Because I feel like we need to go through this. Step 2 is burn the bad juju. Write the words 0 for 24 and RISP on a sticky note or scrap of paper, then safely burn it in a bowl or fireplace. As the paper burns, say, we release this slump to the baseball winds. It has no power here.
Bro, I am not burning anything right now.
I know. I'm going to burn the house down. I'm not doing that.
Why are you on a delay? I need to check this out.
I don't know. Is there a delay feature? Maybe I've been a delay.
So basically, ChatGPT wants it to become arson people. They want to commit arson.
Basically. Step 3, sacrificial first pitch. The next time you're watching a game, stand up before the first pitch and fake a windup, throwing a pretend fastball towards the TV. One of you is the pitcher, the other is the catcher. It's dumb, it's fun, and it tells the universe we're resetting the karma.
Okay.
Step 4, give the card a fresh start. Put the card in a new sleeve or display it in a new spot, maybe next to a Tony Gwynn bobblehead or a picture of Petco Park. You're not discarding the card, you're re-blessing it. Consider adding a note, good vibes only. And then step 5, declare the jinx broken and say this, the jinx is lifted, the bats are alive, #Friar Faithful. You've now officially done your part. It's up to the Padres to hit with runners in scoring position after this. That's so Stupid.
This is the dumbest thing ever. What are we doing, dude?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe we'll do that. I think we do that.
what?
Sacrificial
Burn
pick.
something in studio?
No, we'll throw. I'll fake the throw, and you'll fake like the like hit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wait, what's this here? I just got off a phone call with my friend, and I returned to John and Jim trying to reverse a bad juju with tonight's loss. I'm dead.
That's what happens when this team sucks. All right. You get
I kind
shit
of
like
agree
this.
with this.
Oh, I definitely agree with this. I blame Scraby for everything.
We both work with him and blame him for everything.
He was also at my wedding, so. But
Was he?
yeah, he was. Anyway,
I don't think so.
Scraby's good. I like Scraby. Scraby's a buddy.
All right, let's talk underdog fantasy for a second, because maybe you want to just win money with the Padres losing every day. Use promo code PADSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. You're going to get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 and a free gimme first pick. What is a free gimme first pick? For example, tomorrow it'll say Jalen Brunson higher or lower than a half total point for you, as opposed to 28.5. So they're giving you a pick 'em. Tomorrow, Eastern Conference Finals Game 1, you can play Brunson, you can play Halliburton. Of course, tomorrow you can play across Major League Baseball as well. Padres Blue Jays Game 2. Toddy, he's homering tomorrow. Vlad, he's homering tomorrow. If all that happens, $10 wager pays $7.28. By the way, you can flex it. Just get 3 out of 4 right. You can still win up to $437. Use promo code PADSWRAP. Get a 50% deposit match. Get that free gimme pick. Click the link in the description down below. Couldn't be easier. Couldn't be simpler. Play across sports, Major League Baseball, NBA, NHL, NFL, college football, whatever it is. Underdog Fantasy. Click that link in the description down below.
You should just bet every Toronto Blue Jay player tomorrow.
I don't hate that. I do not hate that.
Like Vladdy Jr., homer.
Gosman, higher than 4.5 strikeouts.
Bo Bichette, homer.
George Springer, home run.
I need a like Manny Machado, lower on total bases.
Well, how about this? We hit this. What I just put, $10 pays $5,000.
Oh, it must be nice.
Merrill, under everything.
Under, just yeah,
Lower.
under all of it.
Lower. Oh man,
what are we doing?
I don't know. Let me just pull up this super and then we're getting out of here. JD Gaucho says, congrats to the Aztec softball team for a good year. Mountain West tournament champs, 1-2 in the UCLA regional. Yeah. They beat Arizona State and lost a couple of games on
that
Saturday.
Game ended at like 1 a.m. dude.
Yeah. Then they were in a good game. Yeah. No, they played well. It's hard to win regionals. They did a couple of years ago, but it's hard. Thank you, JD Gaucho. HBBV with the super. He says, Ohtani uses underdog. Why was Orsillo on Red Sox game? Orsillo works for TBS and Turner, so he's going to do some of those national games. So he was doing the national game. You had Jesse step in, trying to reverse the curse, and it's going to take more than Jesse. It's going to take more than John and Jim. I don't know what it's going to take. Might take ChatGPT.
We tried. I mean, we're trying everything, guys. We did an exorcism the other night that John got very scared about.
I got so scared.
To the point where he's like, dude, I think we need to delete the video. We're going to get like banned from like YouTube. And then tonight we're asking.
Do your laundry. Hear that?
Yeah, I know. It's the devil.
Train.
Yeah, I wouldn't do my laundry. I don't want to go outside at nighttime after I just performed an exorcism. I did the laundry the next morning, Chad, by the way. So there you go.
Let me just pull up the final super. This will wrap it up.
Oh, sorry.
JD Gaucho saying San Diego State might have been snubbed without the auto bid. A 41-win Mountain West Conference champion Nevada was. At larges in all sports will be rare, whether you're in the Pac-12 or Pac-West. Thank you, JD Gaucho. Join us tomorrow, too. We've got Kevin Acey on the show. We'll get you ready for Game 2. We'll try to do the bad juju thing, reverse the bad juju from ChatGPT. I'll copy and paste that, Jim. So we have it.
Okay,
and,
good.
We'll figure it out tomorrow. But support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. Mova Globe, SeatGeek, Underdog, Hamul, and join us on John and Jim tomorrow at 2. Please subscribe to this channel. After all this, we just gave you 80 minutes of whatever the hell we talked about. I mean, after all this, please subscribe. Smash the like button, follow us on X, and thank you for the super thanks if you are here on replay. For Jim, I'm John. We will see you tomorrow night. This has been the wrap-up show.
Bye.
What is happening?